Are you gonna help?
I have no idea.
How's my hair?
You could use a haircut.
The video hasn't even started. Okay.
You already had to explain to them what's going on.
I'm trying really hard. This is what I work. I got these 4. I don't even know where the 5th one's at. Hour and 15 minutes times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody's like, hey, let's just go home. Let's just quit. I'm like, guys, do the math. Number of people here times 5. It's like we could get a lot of work done.
They all said they can't do it. They're all weak.
I never said.
And she didn't number any of them because she's stupid.
But I want to know, why are we leaving at 3? That is football. Oh.
And that's what you just want to go watch football, which wasn't even true.
And they're in trouble now.
I shouldn't ask the question.
Now you're in trouble.
I'm doing it to be nice to you guys.
It is nice. Say it right now.
That's so nice.
My football's recorded. I can watch it whenever I want.
You're gonna learn this about me. I overbuild everything, and I never have anything fail.
Who are you taking? You want one person or 2?
What's Quinn doing? Probably
Oh, look, she showed up. That's Rachel. Live, in person. What's the best team for me to put together? She's in a decent mood today. That's rare. That's like
Rachel?
yeah, that's like seeing a
I'll probably have her help me take my
wildebeest.
measurements in here.
That's rarer than seeing a wildebeest
But
in the Sahara Desert.
I don't know if we want Stephanie or Kendra. Steph, what kind of mood are you in?
She's wiring today. Steffi is studying the breaker box. You know why I said that, right? Because the last time you wired.
Whatever, it went very smoothly. Look at it, it's all done now.
Are you in the mood to make measurements and cut some pieces?
Never.
Now I would figure out a way to mark these so you remember what's what. But basically you got this gap,
All your freaking mistakes.
this gap.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Why were you freaking out so bad? She's doing what I asked her to do.
But do you understand why I had to do that?
Okay, yes, but it wasn't a mistake.
It was her mistake. If she would have cut them better, it wouldn't
They
have
were
had
cut.
to do that.
It's hard to cut much tighter than that and still have them fit. And this was me being weird, not her. I like to fill all the cracks and have everything be sealed and airtight.
I hate you.
This is all because of you. We got this gap.
You suck.
You haven't even done anything yet, and you're just like, oh my gosh, I have to work.
And this gap, this gap. So anywhere that's like that much or bigger is what you have to do. To get on the creeper.
And all she was doing is what I asked her to do, and then you're like, why should I have to do this? If you'd have just done your job right.
Exactly.
They weren't mistakes. It's just the next. It's like when you put drywall up, and then you have to come back and mud the seams. You're gonna say, if you'd have just put the drywall tight enough, we wouldn't have to put no mud on them. Yeah, that's not true. This was just the next step of the job. It wasn't that she made a mistake.
No, she did. Because I didn't have to do it everywhere. There was only some spots that she made bigger mistakes.
She was within industry standards of her work.
But it's Mandy. It should have been perfect.
No, you're just Stephanie, and you're dramatizing something. It's not. I'm telling you, people, flat out, Mandy did a good job. She did fine. She was completely within standards of where we should be. I don't know this. She did not make a mistake. If you want to believe her, whatever.
And then you're literally, huh? What pump? You gotta look, Steph. I'm getting down here to show you things. You gotta come down here. No. Yes.
You're like, yeah, right, loser. I ain't going down there. You're still.
To here, to here, to here. You're gonna cut a piece that overlaps like 2 inches this way and like an inch this way, and you're gonna screw it like with 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. Yes, you have to cut that angle.
Piece of trash.
Your attitude sucks so bad.
No, it's not fun. It's hard to get down there.
So you're gonna go here, you're gonna screw that in there, and then he wants you to take PL and caulk the joints. And you just gotta do that anywhere that you have a gap. He has to cover that gap. All the way around the bottom. Yeah? Okay? You got it?
I haven't gone down there and checked any of this. Listening to how all this is right here, it makes me really, really nervous. I don't think I got a good job. How's it going, Steph? Stephanie, you need to pay attention to Mandy and do a good job. See? Make sure
This
we
is
don't
all
forget it.
because she sucks.
It's so not right. Everything's just wrong. Now I gotta figure out whether I can do anything with this or I gotta just put all this away and tell her to try again. This is supposed to go like this. So you can just kind of see that this ain't even the right one. I'm gonna call her out here and ask her to come explain to me how this works. She hosed me bad here. She messed this up bad. You tell me if you can see what's wrong.
She got confused.
Do you see what's wrong yet?
Yeah, I was there.
Yes.
It looks good. She just wanted some detail.
No. That would not have looked good. We could
She
not.
wanted to not make your cut stand out.
What do you think, Nico? Now, I'm not sure how, but somehow this is gonna end up being my frickin' fault. She knows that this was her fault. I mean, there's no way that could be my fault. I showed her the square, I explained what we were doing, and that's what she gave me. She cut the miters the wrong way. There's just no... Welcome to my world. What do you think, Quentin? If you had me cut these for you and they look like that when I gave them to you, what would you say?
What would you say or what would I say?
What would you say, Quentin?
If you gave those to me?
Yeah.
I can't say the word, but I'd be like,
probably
what
say
stuff?
something along the line of, who in the hell are you and what'd you do with my father-in-law? Is that what it would be?
Is this what Cassie just cut for you?
Yeah. Nico thinks it's funny, for whatever that's worth.
Oh, I bet he does.
Nico's like this invisible character. People are going to
Literally, everyone's
they
like,
probably
"Who's
think
this
that,
Nico
yeah.
guy?"
I bet people probably think that Nico's like the little
Or-
guy on my shoulder.
Her imaginary
and
person.
he's my imaginary friend that I
Yeah.
keep bringing up. Like, Nico thinks it's funny. I mean, because that's what no matter what, you'll be talking to him. Every once in a while, you'll get maybe a little murmur from him, but he doesn't
don't
usually
get
record
nothing.
them. So yeah, even if he responds, he'll cut it out. So he's like, everybody's like, who's Nico?
It's all in our head. Family created this random person.
If you haven't figured it out yet, Nico is one of our camera guys. He's the boss camera guy. He's like the person that really, runs the show. But where is he when something goes wrong?
Not helping.
He is not about helping us. He can see it going down a bad path, and is he over there going, guys, you're missing? No, he just gets it better. He zooms in. That's
He might even help escalate it.
Exactly.
I'm like, oh, that might.
no,
that
I
might
think
get
that's a
little
good
worse.
idea. Kersplat. Well, maybe not. That's Nico. He's not a figment of my imagination. He's upset though because I'm not being very dramatic
Because
about
you're
it.
not like, he's trying to make himself look better.
I'm just kind of rolling with it, Quentin. But I do deep down, I'm thinking this is some bullshit. You hear that, right? Walker's screaming in the background. Nico's over there poking him with a stick.
Oh, she put the angle on the wrong way. Is that right, or are you looking for the
There
angle?
is no right way to cut it, and she didn't catch it. I told her that, hey, let's go ahead and do these as a miter, but I'm just trying to justify this. I'm trying to come up with a reason. If a miter won't work, then it won't work. She should have caught that. And in this case, there's no way for it to have worked. What I mean by that is she couldn't. I don't know what she was thinking. I'm trying to figure out what she was thinking. All she had to do was cut the angle the other direction, and everything would have been cool.
She couldn't cut the
She
angle
needed
the
to
other
butt
way?
cut this and just miter this out. And she could have done that. She'd have had to cut this straight off. So as I say, it would have worked. She could have made it work. She'd cut them off. She could have just made. So basically, she just needed to miter it from right here. I tried to cover for her. I'll be nice to her. Partial reason that I can be nice to her is she'll own this. See? She'll own it. But earlier I said that she'd probably blame it on me. She won't try blaming it on me. Try blaming it on me, and so I had a little bit of a bipolar moment there.
So we're 81 and 3/8. Let's go to the line. Ah! Danger everywhere. I'm not sure how I always get volunteered for this stuff. This is a lot of brain work.
Only one with the brain?
You said it, not me.
That sucks.
It's kind of the truth, though.
So now you tell me who's the smartest. Is the person that does all the work smarter than the person that says they can't do the work because they don't know how? I mean, it's a bit of a mystery, isn't it? So I think Rachel is extremely smart. She's so smart that she says, I can't help you because I don't know how. You can call me an idiot though, and then I just won't do anything. And then all she has to, so she basically just gets called an idiot, and she don't care because she doesn't have to do anything. And it's another one right here.
She's teaching me her way.
It's a lot more fun for Stephanie to sit back and say, you're stupid, you screwed up, you made a mess, while she sits there watching Mandy do all of the hard stuff. It's funner to critique it than it is to actually take part in managing it. Yeah.
You're learning.
No, I know. What's wrong with this picture?
It's not right.
Well, look, I can make it better. I'll put this piece up.
It's not right.
You don't think? Because I was really thinking it was perfect.
She's literally like, what?
I mean, what more could I ask? It fits. So, what do you want to do? Do you want to remake them, or do you want to cut me a triangle?
Dad, I don't care. Which would you prefer?
Do you have 1/8" aluminum?
Yeah.
We cut the triangle. I just welded it. Hey!
You.
Wait a minute. Before you watch any more, you need to comment on how ridiculous Stephanie's attitude is in this video.
It's perfect. Whose side are you on?
That's an easy choice for
Mandy
anybody.
wouldn't-
Anybody with a brain knows that
But
Stephanie
anybody with the brain knows not to get on my bad side, so.
Stephanie was being ridiculous.
So I know one's got to go to there. I never know what I'm doing. It's always like doing it for the first time and figuring it out. Look, if I was just wiring a trailer, this would be easy. But I'm wiring a trailer where the axles literally rotate up and down. So so I got to make sure I'm putting the wire somewhere where they won't get pinched or broken or stretched or nicked. I know you don't care. I know you do not care. You are totally fine. You don't care at all.
Tape. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Tape this on it when you pull it through, Quentin.
Okay.
Here's the fish tape. I'm probably at a good point where I can help you now.
So you good, and you good for that tape to just stop right there where that T is, where
Yes.
the lines are underneath?
Yep.
Okay.
Just keep me from having to pull through there.
All right.
If
I got the 2 holes and grommeted inside, so the next step is the hole's got to be drilled and grommeted on top.
all right, if you can help
then
me
we can
for a
run the
minute, then
wires.
I'll help you.
Okay.
Kendra, that means I need you. I'm commandeering you as my slave.
You've been traded masters. The pay's not any.
I don't
The pay's not any better with him.
Quentin,
Yeah.
I need you to have her find some PL Premium and some screws. Wood screws that are probably 2 inches. Cassie
catching
can
all
help
this?
you with that if you go ask her. And something to drive them with. That's gonna piss Walker off, so I don't know if we wanna leave him there or move him away for a little bit. All I want you to do is I'll get down and hold these down there. I want you to run some screws down. So I'm doing two 2x6s like this.
Shit.
What's he doing?
And it'll be right in the center
He stood up.
of this seam.
Probably broke a stool.
It's hard for him.
I'm putting 2 2x6s like that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be right in the center of this seam. So when you come here, you're going to be on this seam. Clear from here. I want you to put your first screw right in here somewhere. But there'll be 2 of them centered right there, and I want to screw the hell out of them.
I don't know what I'll do on the next one. Right now we're just fixing that seam there that didn't quite land on that beam. We used tongue and groove, so we couldn't change the width of those sheets and keep the tongues.
Yeah.
So this did fix it. I did a good job here. I didn't realize when I glued that I had one side not finished, or I'd have put them the other way. But it doesn't matter because we're spraying all that down there with bed liner anyhow. I was going to insulate all that, but I decided that.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Well, it would be a lot of work and a lot of money and a lot of time. It would have taken me a lot of time.
Stuff that's in your roof, how are you getting it down into your wall?
I can get it in the roof. So if I'm coming from the roof, like you see where my light wires are, I can come in anywhere from there.
Okay.
How I'll get there is irrelevant. I'm just telling you, I can get there. So anywhere in those roof joists.
You know what we're doing right now? Do you want me to explain? You don't? You don't care. We gotta have wire up there to control the canopies. You'd care if we didn't put it in.
I wouldn't care if you didn't put it.
Okay. And we're also running another wire up there for power, so you can drape your Christmas lights and stuff up there. And we're gonna have it light the sign up.
And he's trying to figure out where to run it.
Well, yes. I already knew where I wanted to run it, but he's got other ideas.
I can put it in the wall. It's going to be one extra hole. That second hole is going to be pretty difficult because I got to drill through I got to have enough length to go. My first hole is in the bottom of the beam, and my second hole would be the top of the beam.
As long as I can get the wire in there and sheet it, I don't care. I want you to do whatever's easiest.
Okay.
But we got to run the wire too. You got to keep that in mind. We got to get the fish tape through it. You got to find the fish tape.
Got to have the length.
So whatever you think is best, I'm fine. And I can anywhere, if it was coming out of the ceiling, I could come through the ceiling. I could run the wire in the ceiling, go straight in if that's what you want me to do.
Okay.
But you got to fish it out of there.
Yeah, I can. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Whoa, he actually had to use a ladder. I'm surprised. That ladder's going, oh my God. Don't you think that's probably what that ladder was doing? I'll guarantee you he is 150 pounds heavier than that ladder says it can handle.
He was only on the first
That's
level.
right. He wouldn't go much. Quentin doesn't really like going up ladders very much. He doesn't feel like the ladder should be expected to tolerate that. There's Stephanie taking
All
her
day
sweet
long.
time, just like, oh no, I don't like that one. Na. Mandy sucks. Mandy sucks. You were so mean to her
It
about
was
this.
so annoying. It was such an annoying job. The straight pieces were fine. All these stupid little angles did not work out well.
This is the part that Nico's like just bored, and then I started drilling stainless steel screws, and it got interesting again. That's how those brackets down there are supposed to look, but Quentin had one that looked like Swiss cheese by the time he was done with it.
These stainless screws,
They suck.
pain in the butt.
I hate them.
They're not working.
They never work.
You're about to bust your bit.
Well, that's the problem, because now there's like one broke in there. The bitch she's giving me is shit.
Yeah, it does
No,
not
there's
look like it's
nothing.
holding up
No,
well.
and Nico's watching this. Once again,
Literally.
Nico, he's like zooming in. This is something bad
He's
is
like,
gonna
"That bit's
happen
gonna
here.
break
Oh
and
yeah,
he's
no,
gonna
this
be
was.
mad."
It wasn't going well,
If stuff would just go the way it's supposed to go.
but I got them done.
Cassie's like, this is why I decided to do the glue.
Yeah, she's over there with a little squirt. No, na.
I hate them stainless screws. I hate them with a passion.
Yeah, it still doesn't look like it's going well.
It's not. No, it took me. I bet you it took me a half hour to put 2 screws in. Could have happened in about 30 seconds. It just.
Jeez.
Ain't went in there.
That one worked. They drilled it in different spots, so there's an extra hole in that bracket up there.
I'm not gonna lose my shit. I'm not.
It was a nightmare. It was an absolute nightmare.
He was ready. He was like,
Quentin, you seem baffled and perplexed.
I just don't know how much to give it, how much slack. And
I understand.
I want to like take this bolt out and put a clamp on
I
it,
believe that at some point it can be somewhat adjustable, right?
but I'm afraid that I don't know what that bolt does. It looks like it does absolutely nothing.
Well, it is supposed to be what holds that axle on that spindle onto that axle.
But they've welded all that.
Then they went and welded it to be sure. So what are you worried about the bolt?
I'm worried if I take it off, if the axle just decides to drop.
You mean and then put it back on?
Yeah,
No, you're fine.
I want to put a clamp on it.
Well, you don't have to use that. Or does that just seem like the right thing to do?
I think it just seems. I mean, I toyed with the idea of going back this way
No,
and then coming up and over.
no, you got to follow that twist point. That twist point.
I know.
When he says he knows, that's when I check out. I'm like, okay, if you know, then I'm out. You got this. But they don't know. Half the time they say those words.
Well, you know what to do. Why don't you just do it?
Yeah, I know, right? Why don't I just do it?
Does he look like he knows to you? You tell me.
We can look at it again. I'll come down in a minute. We can do it.
Hour and 15 minutes times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. That's almost an entire day's work.
I don't
If
understand.
everybody would work.
They all said they can't do it. They're all weak.
I never said
And she didn't number
anything
any
of
of
the
them because
sort.
she's stupid.
But I want to know, why are we leaving at 3? That is football. Oh. And they're in trouble now.
I shouldn't ask the question.
Now you're in trouble.
I'm doing it to be nice to you guys.
These nice. Say it right now.
That's so nice.
My football is recorded. I can watch it whenever I want.
Isn't it okay?
What are you laughing? You laughing at, dipshit? You don't even watch football.
You think I should run both runs in there, or tie them together right here before the hole?
I don't know how long exactly he's down there staring at this, but it was a long time.
He's trying to work it all out.
I think that it'd be better to run both runs in there, and then we'll tie them together and stuff them in that pipe. But you're gonna run out of time. So if you got them ready, get me the stuff, and I'll go down there and I'll do it. I'm talking about your job. You know this, right? Because you are pitching a hissy fit about going down there and running some screws into plywood. I mean, the easiest job on the planet.
It's just a metal that was like.
Pre-drill it.
No.
Okay. This will be proof to you that in the time that we got here, if you got those pieces made, those pieces could easily all be put in before it's time to go.
I don't understand.
I'm gonna go do your job.
I will do it if that's what you want me to do. I'm confused.
You're confused. I don't think anyone else watching this video is confused right now. My entire team has went on strike. So I'm pulling the dad card and I'm saying, fine, if you guys aren't gonna do it, I'll do it myself. It's that or I go off and start screaming at you. So, and she's like, I'm just confused. I don't understand. What's the problem, Dad? What's the problem?
Yeah, we were just
Yeah,
taking a break.
we plan on doing it. Exactly.
Yeah, we were good to go.
And so then I have to try to explain to her, look, here's how management works, Mandy. It's like,
Why is it my job? It's her job. She
Whose
didn't
job?
complete her job.
she's your boss, you're her boss, and she's saying no. So you either have to make her do it. I'll do it. See what's happening? This is what I'm trying. This is a prime example, okay? I gave you a job to do. You got to either task it out and get your people to do it, find different people, or do it yourself. That's pretty much your only options. So I can't get rid of you guys. I'm stuck with you. So I'll just do it myself because I want to move forward. There's an hour and a half left in the day. We don't have to quit yet. That's where I was at, but where were you at? Be honest, where was your head?
I was just waiting for someone to put them in.
You're her boss. She's saying, no, I ain't doing it. Okay, so I'm your boss, and you were saying, no, I ain't doing it. So I got two choices. I can just go home, or I can crawl under there and get it done. My relationship with my dad as an adult was never like this. And I bring that up to him all the time. If my dad would like pick up a shovel, I would be like knocking him out of the way and saying, no, sit down, have a soda, I'll do it. These guys are like, Dad, hurry up, gosh. And that's the difference. I guess I don't want to say it's because they're girls, but
We don't care.
it's
because we're girls.
because they're mean. If they're girls, they're mean girls. Look at her.
What?
You.
That's not me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you made Mandy get down there and start.
I didn't do it.
That's just wrong. Quentin, no, he doesn't do this to me. Quentin does not treat me that way. Right now, you're like, here, I'll hold this while you guys work. You're literally making her do your job.
I'm an assistant.
That was my idea. It was a good idea.
Jesus.
Her glasses are like not where they belong. Oh, that's a lot of glue.
Yeah, you glue everything.
No, I don't want it to come apart.
You glue everything.
So I just, on both sides or?
Yeah.
This
Or
one?
not both sides. Sorry, let me
Before
check.
I go over there, is this side that I'm on good? Oh,
No.
Huh?
No. Only the bottom of the side is grabbing.
I don't understand what screws you want me to tighten.
Tighten the top 4.
Sometimes communicating with Cassie is not easy. On which side?
On your left side.
So, you want me to loosen these and tighten them? This one right there, that one?
Which one?
I did.
Are
I
either of
eventually.
you been looking
I
at the
just,
same thing?
I just quit. I just quit. I just said, forget it. It's good. So I just want to replace those two. You got me a bit. All that did turn out really good though. Those closed in really nice. Now that I got those pieces around, like I said, the edges and stuff, it's all nice and tight, watertight. It'd be good. All right. Thanks for coming and doing this with me. You're better than Mandy. I'll give you that. She at least was here. Mandy was like, here's Walker.
Thanks for watching. Leave a comment and subscribe.
Lots of comments about her. Thank you. And again, she's looking for boys too, so send that to Quentin and Mandy. Yeah. She's not as bad as she looks.
Thanks.